Hi, I'm Holly Cabbage, and I'm the CEO of Cole Creative. And today, my guest is Anthony Melf of PA CareerLink. Hi, Anthony. Thank you so much for being here with us today. If you wouldn't mind taking a second here to just kind of introduce yourself, let everybody know what you do, and a little bit about your organization.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Holly, for having me and introducing me. As Holly said, my name is Anthony Melf. I work as an instructor career navigator out of the PA CareerLink Luzerne County office in Wilkes-Barre. For those who may not be familiar, our office is based at 32 East Union Street, just down the road from King's College. We're actually part of a network of PA CareerLinks throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania as affiliated with the American Job Center Network. So what happens is the federal government provides funds, they allocate funding for different workforce programs, and that funding trickles down to the states, and then that gets divvied up into different workforce areas. So in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, there are 22 workforce areas, and our funder, the Luzerne Schuylkill Workforce Development Board, then operates and oversees that funding and issues it to different partners to execute those programs. And so I work for one of those programs. We're also directly affiliated with our Hazleton location at 75 North Laurel Street.
Wonderful. Thank you again, seriously, so much for being here today. I think that workforce is definitely a topic of conversation during these extraordinary times. So really, I want to pass it right back to you. If you could just kind of head into any kind of updates or resources that you and everyone at PA CareerLink are providing while we're in this crisis.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. So typically what we do at the PA CareerLink office is we are made up of many partners. So we have state programs and state staff. We have private subcontractors executing those federal programs. And those programs are geared towards serving job seekers in our community. So typically those job seekers can come to our office to meet with staff, to assess their needs and receive referrals as appropriate to specific programs. Generally, those programs have an objective, and that objective is full-time employment at a sustainable wage so they can support themselves and, if applicable, their families. At this time, unfortunately, our offices are closed physically to the public. However, that, of course, is in respect to the governor's guidelines for social distancing. But as soon as those doors closed, our staff have been operating remotely. So we've been working from home going on week 4, and we are doing our best to make all of those services still available for our job seekers. In order to better do that, we actually recently launched a helpline for both our Wilkes-Barre participants and Hazleton participants. So if you live in those areas, you can call these helpline numbers. I'll be happy to share them in the comments below. For Wilkes-Barre, that's 570-453-7053. And for Hazleton, it's 570-599-2100. So those helplines are available for our job seekers and employers too. If an employer is struggling at this time, typically what we would do for them is we would offer recruitment services so we could help support them with their hiring needs. And that would take the form of posting their jobs on our website, www.pacareerlink.pa.gov, hosting job fairs at our office where they can screen and interview candidates, as well as invite them to participate in larger job fairs such as industry events at our office. Unfortunately, in respect for those social distancing guidelines, it may limit some of those services, but what we are doing, our business services team has been reaching out to our employer partners in the community to update any existing job postings on our website. So if they're no longer hiring, we're updating that information in real time. If they are still hiring, we're making sure the public's aware of that. So we have been issuing flyers specific to that employer and those postings, those job postings, and sending that out through our constant contact, our email service, as well as our social media page. If you're not following us already for those updates, you can find us at PA CareerLink Luzerne County on Facebook. And for constant contact, if you're not signed up for our emails, or maybe your email has changed since your last contact with us, you can email info@careerlinkwilkesbarre.org, and we can register you so you're receiving those daily updates, such as the flyers specific to certain employers, as well as we're issuing materials that list the employers at large, right? Like a more of a collective summary of who's hiring and what jobs they're hiring for. So please email us. I'll post that email as well as in the comments below. We really want to make sure that you have access to real-time information. One other thing I'd like to add is that unfortunately during this time, a lot of people are in need of the unemployment office. They need help filing their claims. While we are not the unemployment office and unfortunately are directed to not answer questions specific to those UC claims, what we can do is offer you the best up-to-date information on how to reach them and guide you to the right place. We are partnered with them. We do receive updates directly from their office, and we share those updates via that email service and on our Facebook page. And we certainly can do our best over the phone using those helplines.
Anthony, thank you so much. And I thank you. I thank everyone at your organization, everyone at PA CareerLink for their dedication, the time that they're putting into ensuring that our community members, our organizations have this real-time information, are able to continue staying connected, because that is so, so incredibly important during this time, I think, as we can all agree. This was great. I hope that anybody tuning in takes I hope that they go into those comments and they find those phone numbers and they find those links and they get connected and they stay connected, and really take advantage of what PA CareerLink has to offer here and all throughout the region. Again, thank you, Anthony, for spending this time with me.
Of course. And if I may add, actually, if it is
Yes.
helpful to our viewers, so thank you for viewing at home, we just launched this virtual workshop. So another service that we typically would provide job seekers at our office are, soft skill development, resume editing, review, providing you with the tools to build your resume or to interview successfully. We are now going to be offering those workshops via Zoom, and they are being scheduled on our website in the same place you would find them normally. So if you're not registered, register for pacareerlink.pa.gov. Once again, www.pacareerlink.pa.gov. And when you go in the events tab, you can filter for your specific office location and you'll see virtual workshops offered. And lastly, I want to share that, especially given this climate, a lot of things, a lot of hiring needs are frozen and we're not sure where the opportunities are. We're happy to announce that for the third year in a row, the state local internship program is expected to run. And so what this program is, it's a grant from the PA Department of Labor and Industry that is granted to our workforce area to partner with area employers to host interns for 8 weeks. And these interns are between the ages of 18 and 24 years old. So if you're listening and watching this and you're 18 to 24 and a Luzerne County resident, you're eligible. And we certainly encourage you to reach out to us, specifically me at amelf@edisisolutions.com. I will share the flyer as well in the comments, and share your resume and what you're looking for. And I'll be happy to share with you what internships have already been posted to our website. So all of those employers that are partnering for the state local internship program, they're posting those opportunities on the www.pacareerlink.pa.gov website, and we'll be able to share those updates with that intern candidate week to week. So we're trying to facilitate those matches. Some employers have already reached out to us with that pre-identified candidates. So it's nice that perhaps through this program, we'll be able to ensure some employment opportunities for our job seekers in the area, especially our young adults, and support employers by offsetting the cost of the wages for those internships through the grant.
That's absolutely incredible, and something that I hope employers will look into in the links below, in the comments below. Yes, below. No, seriously, thank you. Let me take it a step further to thank you and PA CareerLink for also stepping up with your creativity and your innovation and all of those things with offering the virtual workshops and also keeping things going with the internships and making sure employers and potential job seekers are continuing to stay connected during this time. Again, Anthony, anything final, last to share?
I think in closing, I'll just say that, this is a really difficult time for a lot of people, especially the people we work with, our employers and our job seekers. And, you can feel alone out there, via the self-isolation and social distancing. And I want to acknowledge that, when we say we're all in this together, that in no means that we're impacted in the same way. Unfortunately, the nature of this situation is that people are being affected or impacted disproportionately. And so what we're aiming to do at the PA CareerLink is meet people where they are. The level of need is going to vary by participant based on where they're at. with their employment status and their family size, makeup, etc. And we're hoping that we can be an available resource to you during this difficult time. So please reach out. There's never a wrong question. We certainly can try to answer it as best we can, and if not, redirect you to the appropriate resource.
Thank you so much. I hope that you find many people taking advantage of this throughout this time and beyond this crisis, because you are an incredible organization and you offer so much to our communities. So thanks again, Anthony, and thanks for spending the time with me.
My pleasure. Thank you so much, Holly Polkavage and Co-Creative, for doing this video series. Take care.
Of course, take care. Bye.